and that's an ordinance amending the text of the Village of Carpentersville Municipal Code, Title 16, Zoning, Chapter 16.16, using regulations, revising various regulations therein in relating to the hookah lounges, Do we have a motion?
I'll make that motion.
Second.
Okay, motion made by Trustee Humphers, seconded by Trustee Ritter. And Manager Anderson.
Excuse me, thank you. Well, I'm sure, as you all recall, this request has gotten quite a bit of discussion, both at the village board level and the Planning and Zoning Commission level. Most recently, at the Planning and Zoning Commission on April 19th, there was a consideration of making a hookah lounge as a special use in the C2A Randall Road Commercial District, which would require a text amendment to our zoning code. At that meeting, the Planning and Zoning Commission voted 0 ayes and 6 nays to recommend approval. In other words, they're recommending denial of that text amendment. And that's kind of it in a nutshell.
Okay, I would just like to say at this point that I got an email today from actually the Northwest Municipal Conference indicating that the state of Illinois has actually both the House and the Senate have approved a smoke-free Illinois Act in Illinois. It's likely that the governor is going to sign this. He's already indicated that he is. It passed the House by a wide margin. It passed the Senate by a wide margin. And frankly, I think this type of business flies right in the face of what the trends are currently going on in this not only the state, but in the country. And I think that this is not the type of business I think that we should be trying to promote here in Carpentersville. And I, frankly, am against it. So that's my personal opinion. Trustee Ritter.
I'm in a little bit of an awkward spot because I'm former Planning and Zoning Commission member, and so I respect the work that they do quite a bit. And they turned this down 2 different times?
Mm-hmm. Yes.
Yes. I personally visited the Hookah Lounge that he operates in another village, and I did not find it offensive. I didn't find anything wrong with what was going on there. Unfortunately, though, if the Planning and Zoning has looked at this twice, and Planning and Zoning is our guide, and it wasn't even like it was a split vote or anything, then I have to agree with President Sardo that this is evidently not a business that our Planning and Zoning feels is appropriate for Carpentersville. So as much as I hate to do this, I'm going to have to support the Planning and Zoning Commission and also feel that this should not occur. That's
Trustee Teeter, I think, had her hand up first.
And unfortunately, I'm going to have to agree as well. I did call and speak to the chairman just to get a little bit more feedback, input, and what their reasons were in their research. And with the smoking ban that is been talked about in the state of Illinois anyway, and I didn't realize that they'd actually taken a vote. But also, there was a special on Channel 2 News, and they had done a report, and there was a gentleman from the American Lung Association and said 1 hour of smoking equals 100 cigarettes. And they also had gotten information from Mayo Clinic as well as some other areas. And because of, with the hookah, it takes charcoal to help it burn, which increases the amount of carbon dioxide over a regular cigarette. So, and I don't know if anybody here has had any family member ever affected by any kinds of cancers, but, and not that that would be their intention when they're having this, it's for, you know, they're not out there to give people cancer. I mean, I'm not insinuating that at all, but we have to look at the health and safety of our residents, and if the research that's been done by our Planning and Zoning Commission is backed by the thoughts and concerns of our residents, then I would have to agree with them that I would not support it then.
Trustee Humfer.
Thank you. Like Trustee Ritter, I am partly responsible for sending this back to the Planning and Zoning Commission and asking them to reevaluate their stance, and it's come back again 0 to 6 against. So That being said, I did have an opportunity to walk the west side of the village during the recent election, and this was an item that people brought to my attention, and I did not hear one person in support, unfortunately. As a matter of fact, people went out of their way to stop me, to let me know that they were against this type of business going in on the west side. Their reasoning, too, and I think I should share, is that they consider it a family-oriented area, and they think it sends a wrong message to their children. That's important to them, that they have businesses that are promoting families on the west side. So, not that I don't think you run a good operation out of Schaumburg. I too went over there and visited your lounge there and thought it was a nice place and well run. Unfortunately, the residents, who I work for, have told me that they do not want this, and so I will too have to vote no on this. Thank you.
Anyone else?
I gave my comments the first time, so
Okay.
they know
Terry,
I'm-
please call the roll.
Trustee Sigwell?
No.
Trustee Ritter?
No.
Trustee Teeter?
No.
Trustee Humper?
No.
President Sardo?
No. I think that pretty much closes out.
Covers.
Yeah, there's
Item
no
C,
need for
right?
there's no need for the other ordinance since there's no text amendment.